Wait till it goes live. Dude, the Bulls lost again to a good team.
I know. 2-18.
That is
against top 8 teams.
That is horrible. Are the 2 wins just against us?
No, we're not a top 8 team.
Oh, top 8. Okay. Oh my god, they are not the greatest.
Yeah, they won against the Jazz. Hold up, I want to see if like Donovan was playing that game. Bulls. I feel like he wasn't. No, not that one. Season, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Was he playing?
It was the 5th game of the year though.
Okay.
Yeah, he was playing. They beat him by 8. This is when like the Bulls were looking really good.
Yeah, the beginning of the season they were so good. I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Every time Shaq in the post game interview, every time Shaq tries to speak Serbian, he messes it up.
I know. Every single time. Like Jokic didn't even understand what he meant, really.
Okay. Live. I think we're good to start. Welcome in everybody. Nuggets versus Clippers. Good win. Denver. Pretty sure they led the entire way. Besides like a couple times early in the first quarter, but after like half of the first quarter, they were pretty much in control the entire time. Clippers kept making runs.
Yeah.
This team keeps showing why they are gonna be like if you're in a playing game with them, that is a tough matchup, which is really unfortunate for either us or for Minnesota. It's really, really tough to see that. But yeah, a good win. Everybody played really well. I think literally everybody played well. Bench played well. Starters played incredible. Jeff Green finally had
I know he made 2 threes. I was thinking like when he hit that one in the corner.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this is the first Jeff Green 3 like I feel like I've seen
long time.
Such a long time.
20% from threes last 10 games, which is just horrible.
I mean, when was the last time he hit a 3?
I don't even know. He hit one against.
I guess he hit one against the Celtics, but
yeah,
that was a blowout. Before that, dude, I can't even.
I'm going through his game logs. He hadn't made one in March until. Oh no, he had made one against Houston.
Okay.
That's the only time in March that he's made a 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was like 10 games ago.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I mean, he shot. Dang, in December, he shot 42% from 3. He was great.
I remember that stretch. Yeah.
He was great in December. We came off the bench for a little bit. He was really good. Dang, we only.
Yeah, this stretch where he went. This was the end of. Wait, no. Why does it do that? This was the beginning of January. He had 18, 16, 12, 19, 26. 5 games in a row.
Yeah. Just tough. Tough to see his stretch, how he has been. But it's a good bounce back game. Still only had 3 rebounds. Would love to see him get more. But his activity inside is really good. I like how he cut. I feel like players have stopped cutting when Jokic has the ball, which I think shows how great MPJ and Jamal were at it. Because they would cut every single time. Anytime it was a 2-man game between them, they knew exactly what to do. They knew exactly when to cut, and they cut at the right times, which was perfect. I think Jeff Green and Aaron Gordon both cut really well. Aaron Gordon had a good game today. He didn't shoot very well, but he had a really good all-around game. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, no turnovers. Very
Some
low
big
turnover
dunks too.
Yeah, a couple of huge dunks late in the game. This is a very low turnover game for the Nuggets.
Yeah, a rare one, a rarity.
Extremely rare. to see it.
I know this was just a clean, especially offensively, just a clean game.
Yeah.
50% from 3 on 32 attempts, 21 for 23 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like nothing to complain about. I mean, it was still like rough in stretches in the second halves, which is just so like weird why that keeps happening.
Yeah.
But they still ended up with, what is this, like 50s? I can't really do. Oh my God. I need to figure this out. 27 plus 28. That is 55 in the second half. A lot of it did come in like the last like 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Yeah, I mean, just all around pretty solid.
Yeah, I think there was one possession. Wait, what the Rodney Hood's on the Clippers?
Yeah, I saw him on the bench.
I didn't even know that. There was one possession in the second half where they tried to get the ball to Jokic, and it went like all the way around the 3-point line. Nobody could make an entry pass in, and at that point I was like, "What?" Like I'm still shocked that they have not practiced that.
Yeah.
Like it was better today. But it was still not good because like there was a couple times when Bones tried to get it in and he just like basically threw it away. Barton had one where he kind of threw it away. Monte struggled to get it in. He didn't have a turnover, he didn't have a turnover, but he struggled to get the ball in. Just a really weird. I don't know why that's been such a problem the last few years. I feel like knowing that Jokic is your best player, you should try and get him the ball as much as possible.
Yeah. And Murray's really good at the entry pass.
Murray's really good at it. MPJ's good at it because he's tall. So
yeah. He kind of just throws it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bones is like decent at it. He messed up one.
Yeah.
But
he's probably the best on the team right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably the second best like passer on the team.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Which is so crazy because he came in as a 2.
I know. He wasn't even known for like I was looking at his college stats. He averaged like 2 assists a game. Like like he was just known as just a pure like scorer, really.
Yeah.
But I mean like shooter, I guess, not really like a scorer, really just a pure deep shooter. Because we didn't know how this like slender frame would really. Well, we didn't know about the speed. I didn't, at least.
I didn't. Yeah, I mean, he looked like. I mean, I assumed because he was so skinny, like it had to be fast.
But I didn't know it was like
his first step is so fast. He beats everybody off the dribble,
and that's how he gets to the rim. Like I wasn't expecting him to be able to get to the rim, like especially this rookie year. Looking at him, coming out of the draft, I'm like, okay, he'll hit a couple like threes.
He'll be like a spot up guy.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
I thought that's what.
But his ball handling, his command. I mean, he had 2 turnovers, but really he doesn't turn it over that often.
He averages 1.2 on the season, which is
I mean,
really low for a guy who has the ball.
His handle is so secure. His passing is just accurate and smart. And then that quick first step to get to the rim to the point where he doesn't even have to fight through contact because he's at the rim first before everyone else gets there because he's so fast.
Yeah. His last 10 games, he's averaging 13 points, 4 assists on 47% from the field and 45% from 3. So he has been on a roll. Basically,
I mean his offensive game reminds me like watching like Jordan Poole kind of looks like how Bones plays. With that super quick first step, and then obviously the shooting ability too. And like Poole's pretty slender too, so they play pretty similarly. It seems.
Yeah, Bones is. I mean, his biggest flaw right now is just like he doesn't have a lot of. He's super skinny, but I think if he can get, to like where Will Barton's at right now.
Yeah. But it's like I don't even really like.
That's not like
it though.
Yeah, because like he's not. He's good enough on defense. He's super long, which is great because defensively he causes disruptions. He gets steals. He's averaging a steal per game in his last 10 games, which is pretty good. He only averages 0.6 on the season, but like he's not a defender. But you can tell that like he does make a difference sometimes when he's trying. I wish he'd be a little more active on the boards, but like in terms of like a rookie season for a guy who wasn't expected to do much this year, he's had a phenomenal season. He could legitimately be all rookie team, like second team. I think
Yeah, he definitely
that's
could.
possible.
Second team for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that's very, very possible, which is phenomenal for a 26th overall pick on a championship contending team. It was one that was, thought to be one.
Yeah. It's like getting to that point where it's like, I'm surprised when he misses a three.
Yeah.
Which is just so nice to have finally.
Yeah.
I don't understand why these teams, it seems like every team, he's got at least like 4 or 5 attempts where he just sits behind a screen and he's just wide open.
He's wide open, yeah.
Every time. And that's crazy. His spot too, is like the, like from like the diagonal angle, like elbow, free throw line extended kind of, but like up a little further.
Yeah, like not the corner, but like just like above the break.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he's been really, really good. I think I think he can be a legit contributor next year as well. I don't anticipate Facu coming back next year. I don't anticipate.
Dude, I kind of forgot he was on this team. Like, to being honest, like, I've not seen the name Facu in a long time.
I mean, he's just kind of there right now. Like, yeah. Because the thing is, like, I don't want to like bash on Facu, but like when he's not playing, like you don't like on the bench, he's not like cheering all the time. He's just kind of just like sitting there, like kind of all bummed out that he's not playing, which is weird.
Yeah, it is. It's like,
and
I literally have not noticed him at all.
Yeah,
like, is he on the bench?
I don't even know. Like, because like I understand where he's coming from because like he signed, like he wouldn't have come over from Europe if he wasn't gonna play. And last year, like he played the whole time. Like he wouldn't have come over if he wasn't gonna play in the NBA. But like I think he's definitely having a hard time accepting that he's not an NBA caliber player right now.
Yeah,
which sucks because he is fun, but yeah, it really does suck. But I think Bones can be a legit contributor. Obviously, him and Monte in the backcourt is going to be a bit of a rough fit because neither of them are good defensively. But offensively, I think that's great. It's two guys who can play off ball, but obviously can play on ball. It depends on who is in that wing spot. But if you can bring back PJ Dozier, I know he's open to a return.
Is he?
If he's fully healthy. Yeah, he's liked a bunch of tweets saying like PJ come back, come home.
Oh, for real.
He's liked them. I would like PJ Dozier back as a small forward. He's really good. But there's still a gap there. Who knows? You definitely go sign someone. But I think Bones is I think he can be a staple for this team. He's up to 37% from three on the season now.
Yeah.
That is really, really good. Really, really good.
I know, as a rookie too.
As a rookie, he's been incredible. In the month, in the month of March, he's shooting 49% from three.
Yeah.
On 5.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's surprising when he misses.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Like, didn't Aaron wait, where did Aaron Neesmith go? I swear was it Vanderbilt?
Vanderbilt, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad he's not like Aaron Neesmith. He comes out as a shooter. Like I thought he went to VCU. I mean, I didn't, but it's like they're similar.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I remember Neesmith shot like 50% from three in college.
Yeah.
And like this season, he's shooting 24%.
Yeah. He's been really injured. I wanted Aaron Neesmith so bad.
I did too.
But he's been injured. But at the same time, it's good that Bones hasn't gotten injured. I understand exactly where you're going.
But it's like scary, like getting a shooter out of college. It's like, are they really a shooter? Or are they not?
Yeah.
I wanted Neesmith or Bane last year.
Yeah.
Or I guess like 2 drafts ago. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Something. Oh, I mean, you'd like to see like the defense be better. Like some of these closeouts, especially the early on in the game, these rotations were just like horrible. Like so many players, they were missing thankfully, but so many players are open from three. Whether it was Batum, Morris, like it's like So they hedge out on the screen. The Nuggets, in the first quarter, they hedged out on the screen, and then the ball handler would just give it to the center, and then the center, it would be like 3-on-2
Yeah,
basically,
yeah,
and it would always leave someone wide open for three. I'm like, what are we like doing here?
yeah. Like I like that hedge out strategy, but
Yeah,
the back end of the defense has to be able to rotate, and
mhm.
really, well,
Especially like,
like the whole year they haven't done that, which is
yeah, I
just
know,
odd.
especially good against a good passing center like Hartenstein, who played
Yeah.
most of the game over whatever you pronounce his name. Um, yeah, that was pretty tough
Hmm.
to guard. And I like Terrence Mann had a lot of backdoor cuts as well for dunks or
Yeah.
drawing the fouls. Um, so yeah, that defense does need to shore up a little bit. Will Barton, uh he's just so slow defensively
Yeah. I
now.
don't know
It's
what
weird
happened.
because like last year he was, even in the beginning of this year, like he was solid on defense.
Yeah.
Like really solid. And now it's just so his closeouts are just, people blow by him so
Yeah.
easily.
And it's like
He has these stupid fouls too.
yeah, and it's not. I don't even think it's like an injury thing at this point. I think it's just an effort thing. Like, he's not trying,
That's what it
especially on
looks
the
like.
defensive glass. He is not trying to rebound at all, which is
And he used to be a good rebounder too.
yeah. And like he got 4 rebounds. He's averaging
Mm-hmm.
probably close to 5, or he's averaging 5 rebounds a game. But
Yeah.
he's not. He doesn't look like he's trying. It's just so weird. It's so weird
I
to
know,
see
it's just
that.
his body. I mean, that's kind of how he always moves.
Yeah, I don't take into account his body because like on offense, he 100% tries on offense and like he makes effort. He just like doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't look like he's trying. Like there was a couple possessions in the fourth quarter. He came in for Bryn Forbes. He just like did not guard Robert Covington, and then when Robert Covington missed, he just like he went out and he leaked out for an outlet instead
Yeah.
of going for the glass, and his man got the offensive rebound. It's like what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like
And
I just don't get it.
Covington too, open for three, and he hit four of them. But I mean, Barton was still, he was solid this game.
Yeah, he was good. He was
I mean,
good.
when he makes a couple threes, you know, it's pretty good Barton game from now on. Like he's just not, he can't get to the rim like he used to. He doesn't finish at the rim like he used to. Um,
His hands have gotten so bad
yeah.
throughout the course of the year, and it's just such a weird development to
And
see.
that's, I guess that's like a little more like effort, mental
Yeah,
toughness too.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what to do about him. Like I don't know who you start over him. Like Austin Rivers is the only guy I think you start over him. But then the bench defense. Do you really want your bench defense to be Bryn Forbes, Bones Highland, and Will Barton? Like, no, like you're gonna get the bench is gonna abuse you
Mhm.
if that's the case. And
I
Austin
don't.
Rivers
I
has been
mean,
playing really really well lately, especially defensively.
the closing lineup, and I know they did close it out. I was really hoping like Bones would close again.
Yeah, I thought
I
Bones
thought
was
he
gonna
definitely
close.
would. It's like, because Reggie was guarding Barton and Barton was guarding Reggie closing, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I mean, you can put Bones on Reggie,
yeah.
like,
Or if anything, put Gordon on Reggie. I don't.
yeah, and then have Bones guard, like, I mean, I don't know. I'd rather put Bones on Reggie and then Gordon on like Man. Um, but yeah,
I don't know. I think if you go with the closing lineup and you're not going to bench Jeff Green in the closing lineup, which hasn't happened over the past few games, I think Rivers has to be the guy over Barton.
Mm-hmm.
I just do. I think that
Rivers did close though, didn't he?
no, he did. It was Barton.
Well, I thought it was Morris, Barton, Rivers, Jokic, Green. I know Gordon must have been in there.
No,
Never
it
mind.
was Gordon.
Okay, yeah,
It was
yeah,
just the starting lineup that closed.
yeah. It was.
And I just thought I don't like. I feel like Rivers. I think Will is obviously he's best with the ball in his hands. He's best when he's going downhill. But in closing lineups, you can't always have that. And I feel like Monte Morris does that just as good.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Monte Morris and Nikola Jokic have a better two-man game at this point than Will and Jokic. So if you're just going to have somebody spaced out in the corner or up top for three, I feel like I'd rather have Austin Rivers be that guy because especially his defense has been so good
It's
lately.
so good.
I don't
He
understand.
was locking up BJ Boston.
Yeah, he was like he wasn't like this before he got here.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like
Like
Austin
that was
Rivers
the
is not
knock
a
on him
defender.
was that he's a bad defender. Like,
Yeah.
and he's been incredible for us. Which
I
is
mean,
just
just his
so weird.
man-on-man defense is just
Yeah.
he stays in front of everyone. He has like pretty quick hands too to reach in there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it's super nice having someone like that. And he like if you're looking ahead to matchups in the future in the playoffs, like he guards Curry pretty well.
Yeah, he might start. Like he might have to start
Yeah, he
because
might
of how
have
he
to.
guards
I
Curry.
know.
Or if you play, if Memphis drops down to the 2 seed, he might have to guard John Morant.
Mm-hmm.
Like is your perimeter guard defender, which sucks because you can't ask him to play. Last year he did it, and I mean, last year I feel like is probably that might have been the worst possible 2 teams to play for Denver because you're starting backwards out, and they played Dame and CJ, and then Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But like you saw how it was when they played a high level team that was also good defensively with Booker and Paul, and Rivers he got exposed very, very much because Dame and CJ aren't good, and he killed them. But against Phoenix, against high level teams, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
So, you would hope if you get to the second round and you play a higher level team that, Jamal Murray is back at that point. But
we need to talk about that too. That was a big TNT announced, I guess, Jamal Murray is ahead of Michael Porter now.
Yeah.
In
I don't know what to
recovery,
think.
which is kind of concerning considering Porter was supposed to be back by this game.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even on the bench, I don't think.
Porter. I didn't see him on the bench, yeah.
So he wasn't even at the game. I didn't see anything about him warming up pregame either.
Yeah.
So
I think this is just my thoughts. I still think MPJ is ahead of schedule. I honestly don't believe anything anybody is saying.
I don't even believe Malone or anyone.
No, I legitimately think Malone just lies.
I think he's just trolling. I'm hoping he's just saying that, and then you just bring Murray. So, I'm hoping he's saying that so that teams expect Murray not to play.
Yeah,
and then they bring him.
Exactly. That's what I hope too. But I legitimately think Malone enjoys lying because he lies all the time. Like he said, beginning of the season, he was like, I feel like there's no way Bones Highland doesn't play, and he doesn't play for the first 10 games.
I know. I know.
Why? And then MPJ's rookie year, MPJ goes off in one of the games against Indiana. I remember this so vividly. He's like, he's our 6th man now. Dude, and he didn't even play the next game. And it's like, what? Why? Why are you saying this?
I remember exactly where I was too for that Indiana game. I was in some ice cream shop, and he hit that step back. I was just watching on my phone, that step back 3. Oh my God, that was so clean. And then he didn't even play after that.
He didn't play the next game. He's just like, why? What do you gain from saying things and then not following through on them? It was just so weird. So Malone lies all the time. He even said when the report originally came that MPJ was going to be cleared for contact soon, Malone said, and the report came from MPJ's agent, right?
Yeah.
MPJ's agent isn't just going to say random stuff. He's not just going to say things. He got it from the Nuggets. And Malone in the pregame press conference the next day was like, I don't know who that report came from. It didn't come from the Nuggets. Just don't believe everything you read on the internet. You're like,
he might be right though. He might be right considering he's not playing. But yeah, I know his agent.
Who else did it come from?
Yeah.
His agent isn't just going to be like, no, he's ready. No, that's not his job. It's just oh my God. It was just so, he just lies. I don't believe anything he says. At this point, if he's back, he's back. But I think MPJ is farther along than Jamal. I think MPJ right now is just doing conditioning stuff.
He's not in Grand Rapids.
He's not in Grand. He hasn't gone down. But I think that they're working MPJ on a more day-to-day basis. He's not listed as day-to-day, but I think they're working him on a day-to-day basis. They're seeing how he feels doing certain drills the day after to see simulate as much game stuff as possible. Because I think they want him back on this homestand. So he can travel and play on the upcoming road trip before the last homestand of the year. which by then hopefully Jamal is back. So that's what I think they're doing. Hopefully MPJ's back by Saturday when they play the Thunder. They play Phoenix Thursday. I don't know if he's back by then. They would have to announce it tomorrow that he's coming back.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just like that report from Chris Haynes, who's like,
he's reputable.
It's Woj,
yeah,
Shams, like Mark Stein, Chris Haynes,
mm-hmm.
like
he's up there. He's like one of the top.
He's saying, and he's saying like Porter hasn't like done well or whatever.
Yeah,
rehabbing recently, and that's just scary for me because like it's a back, and you just don't know. What the deal is, and it's weird that he's not at the game, and it's like, what is happening? Like, I'm hoping he's not just like on like this bed, just I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I like going through my theory. If my theory is correct, he was at home because he already did his workout before the game, like before pregame and everything, and they just told him to rest at home. But
I hope so.
If your theory is right, that is 100% concerning. Like, and I feel like your theory is more likely to be correct than mine.
Because, I hope not.
Like, if you're going off the report, I hope it isn't. But like, if you're going off the reports that have come out, it makes the most sense that MPJ is probably not doing too good coming off the surgery. Because I feel like that, like, I don't know. I feel like it makes sense that he wouldn't be doing too well coming off of surgery and trying to like ramp up super fast. To make a playoff run possible. So I don't know. It's tough. And if Jamal and MPJ aren't coming back, I legitimately would be okay with the Nuggets kind of just like, tanking a play in and just like not making it. Like, I'd be okay if they don't make the playoffs if both of them aren't there.
I don't, because all the playoffs would do would just piss me off.
Yeah, like we would get swept without them. Like a fully healthy Warriors team with Draymond and with Clay. I mean, with them having home court advantage and us not having MPJ or Jamal. Yeah, just like we're getting swept or we're losing in 5. Mm-hmm. Right? Like that's just as realistic as we can be about that. So that is
just like so annoying, dude. You just waste the MVP Jokic season because of these injuries. But I do remember like when Porter got hurt or whatever in the beginning of the year. Maybe that was just a like quick reaction. But I just remember like being like, all right, if we make the playoffs, like I'm cool. I'm just done with this year. And like, if they make the playoffs and do something interesting, like okay. But it's like that was like the max I was expecting would be like a 7 or 8 seed.
Yeah. I was not expecting anything crazy.
But now that they're actually here and it's like a possibility that those two.
Like I don't want them to just like punt a season. Like it would suck.
I know.
Season. And if something crazy does happen, who knows? Maybe MPJ and Jamal are healthy for a second round playoff series and they're able to come back and be able to play against Dallas or whoever, or Memphis or whoever wins that series, and you play them in the second round, but you're fully healthy this time. Like that's pretty big. But I don't know. I feel like getting rest, especially after the last 2 seasons, barely having any rest in between those years. I think that if they don't come back, like punting on a season wouldn't be the worst thing because all these players are still in their prime. You're probably not going to get a Jokic season like this one where he's an all-time great.
Well, maybe. I don't know. He improves every year.
Yeah, he has improved every single season of his career. So it's possible. But, like, if he gets better than this, I don't know how much better I don't understand how much better he can get.
Probably just, like, shooting the 3.
Yeah, like, shooting better and becoming, like, defensive player of the year. Like, that's all that I can think that he can do.
And it's like I don't even think defensive player of the year is like too far.
It's not out of the question because if Marc Gasol could do it, and if Jokic can play like this, I mean, he had 3 blocks and 2 steals.
Dude, I mean, he's so good on defense. Like he's literally like good on defense.
He's good on defense. He's legitimately good. His last 10 games, he's averaging 2 blocks and a steal per game.
Yeah,
like he's and on the season, he's averaging 1.5 steals and a block. Like he's not. Anyone who says he's a bad defender just is going off a narrative from like 3 seasons ago, which is just, I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, it's tough though because like I like this bench right now. This bench is good, and it's like, you don't know what's going to happen with DeMarcus or Rivers. Or is Jermichael Green? I think this is his last.
He has a player option.
Okay, he'll probably accept it, to be honest. And like, yeah, so the bench could get derailed, but they could also sign those guys back.
I love Jermichael Green back.
I don't know about Bryn Forbes. I would like Austin Rivers back.
I would love
Bryn Forbes. God, I don't know. He's not played.
I feel like fully healthy, you don't really need him because you have Monte, you have Rivers, or whoever they sign as that guy. You have Bones back there, and I think he can contribute to a team. I just don't know if it doesn't seem like this is the right fit.
Yeah, I don't think it's the right fit because, I mean, it's rare now that there's actually a play for Forbes. Like his thing is like coming off screens and everything, but it seems like Denver is more of a, 2-man game with a.
Yeah, they don't run play. Denver doesn't run play.
Yeah,
they kind of just roll with it. Like, and I like how.
But it's like a lot of like Bones and DeMarcus up at the top of the key.
Then the bench, they run more in transition than the starters do too.
Yeah.
So like,
dude, I love when Bones gets the ball and he just pushes
it. Yeah, it's great. I think the starters need to do that more because like that Philly game, they pushed it in transition so much. Even the starters did, and they got so many free points. I feel like we have to do that more.
I mean, you've got like Jeff Green. You talk about his dunking, but like his speed is like good. Like he can run fast. I mean, you have like athletic freaks like Jeff Green and Aaron Gordon that I feel like you can run in transition with. I mean, Barton used to be that way, but not anymore.
Yeah, they have good players who can play in transition, like 100%. I wish they would do it more. Take advantage of the altitude. Like, I hope that they like because like that's the thing. That's the reason why we have home court advantage. We don't have home court advantage because of the fans. It's clear because of the Boston.
Yeah.
You have home court advantage because you're at altitude. Use it to your advantage, please.
I mean, that's what George Karl did, and it's like I wish we could just run the George Karl like style of play at home. At least. But yeah, dude, that Boston game is just so disappointing. How do we let that many? I mean, there's that, but I'm just disappointed in like the fans too. Like, you can't let them like take over like that. Bro. It's like, damn. Like, you look at Utah. Why doesn't that happen in Utah? Why does it happen here? I mean, I know people move here. No one moves to Utah, and I know like all the Californians and Bostonians and everything move over here. But it's like still like you can't let that happen, man.
And I guarantee that all like those Boston fans are Broncos fans.
Oh, I bet.
Like I bet they're Broncos fans. Well, actually, no. Boston fans are normally.
Yeah, that's true.
But I bet all the Lakers fans that come here, the Bulls fans that come here, they're 100% Broncos fans, which is just it makes me so angry. Like I understand like being like if your parents are from like Chicago or something, and you're born here, but your parents are from Chicago. They were, Bulls and Bears fans and whatever. I understand being a fan of that. But if your parents are born here and you are born here, you have to adopt the fan base.
Yeah.
Like I don't respect people who are like, I'm a fan. Like I'm born in Colorado, but I'm a Dodgers fan. It's like no, you're not.
I know that doesn't.
You're a Rockies fan.
Yeah.
You don't get to just choose.
I don't like the people who are also like Broncos and Dodgers fans. Like how does it work? Like be a Rockies fan. Like I don't know. It makes no sense. But it's the same with the Rockies too. It's the Chicago teams. It's the Boston team. Or I guess the Red Sox don't really play, but the Chicago teams,
the LA teams,
and I mean San Fran. For baseball.
St. Louis has more fans here than I don't know why.
St. Louis has so many fans. I wonder what it would be like if there's like a Kansas City, like, I mean, no one really cares about the Royals right now, but if there's like a Kansas City, like basketball team, like what would it be like? I mean, I guess Kansas City's like small market, but St. Louis is too. So I don't know. But
It's just, Denver has to be better about that. Unfortunately, the only way that we're going to win a lot of the fans over is if we win a championship.
And if they show the games on TV,
they have to show. That's the biggest problem. You have to let them watch the damn game.
I know, because all these
issue.
Because everyone probably like 45 and up just doesn't watch the games.
They don't watch, yeah. I know my dad doesn't watch every single game.
My dad doesn't watch. He didn't even know that like these national TV games are on because I mean they just forget about the Nuggets because you don't see anything about them.
Yeah.
First of all, you don't even see anything about them locally, and then of course you don't see anything about them nationally. So you just forget about them. They're just an irrelevant like franchise with a good player.
So annoying.
Like I know.
So annoying. Like they are like anytime local radio talks about the Nuggets, they talk about it for 5 minutes and it's like, all right, let's see what the offensive coordinator ate at dinner today.
I know, especially 104.3, bro.
The fans is not. I do not like that radio station. But it's just in general, like the Broncos have taken over Denver completely, and that'll be nice because we're actually gonna be good now.
I know, finally.
But
God, some of these Broncos fans are just so annoying.
They're so
like just Broncos fans. They're not like they're not a fan of like the Rockies or the Nuggets. They're just football fans.
They're like there's a picture. I'll pivot a little bit to football. I don't even. There's not like much to talk about football wise. The Broncos made a couple moves today, but there was Russell Wilson took a bunch of the offensive players to his house in San Diego, and they had some workouts.
It was in San Diego.
Yeah, it was in San Diego.
Okay.
So Cortland Sutton was there. Tim Patrick's there. KJ Hamler was there, which is a great sign because he's only like 6-7 months off of the surgery for ACL, and he's already back working out, which is a great sign. What did I say? Alberto, Tim Patrick, KJ Hamler, Cortland Sutton was there. Andrew Beck was there. I know Lloyd Cushenberry was there. Josh Johnson, who the Broncos just signed as backup. Brett Rippon was still a backup. Kendall Hinton was there.
Oh, yeah, he was there.
Maybe one more guy. I'm not sure, but those are like the main guys. And there were some videos going out, and like it looked cool. Like Russ had like a Broncos helmet on for the first time, and it like looked dope. He was throwing to Cortland. He threw touchdowns. It was cool, but like some Broncos fans are like, where's Jerry Jeudy at? I don't like how Jerry Judy's not involved with the team. It's like his mom is in the hospital, man. Like he has a life. Okay, he doesn't have to do football 24/7.
Yeah.
Like he'll probably be there tomorrow or something. It's the first workout of the year, and you're bashed. Like some Broncos fans legitimately don't like Jerry Jeudy, and it makes no sense.
I mean, they're just like 50-year-old like people.
It's just like so
just mad about everything.
Yeah, and there were Broncos fans who legitimately didn't like Teddy, like as a person.
I know. I'm
like so dumb, and it has to be race related. Like there's no other reason why. Teddy was the first black quarterback I'm pretty sure Denver's had ever.
No, he's not. The Broncos had the first ever black quarterback. Fun fact.
Oh yeah.
I forget his name though, but he was black.
Yeah, I do remember that. But I'm pretty sure since him in like the 70s or something, they have not had a black quarterback. So all these Broncos fans have never seen a black quarterback man the team. And they see Teddy, and he's not very good at football. So they're like, oh, Teddy sucks. He's bad, and he's a horrible person. And they just like hated him as a person because he was black. And I'm pretty sure that's a lot of the reason why a lot of people hate Will Barton. It's why a lot of the reason why they hate Jerry Jeudy, and it just doesn't make any sense. It's not making any sense.
Marlon Briscoe. He's with the Broncos for 1 year.
Yes, I do remember that he was there. But yeah, that was.
Yeah, I mean it's just.
I need Nuggets reporters to stop reporting on Jamal Murray. Just stop. Monte Morris said
what happened?
Jamal Murray's been looking magnificent in his workouts. Just shut up, please.
Stop showing half court shots.
Just report when he's back.
I know.
This is so annoying.
Did you see the Zion video?
Yeah.
You see the floor?
Yeah.
That floor is literally about to just break, bro. It's just sinking.
He looks healthy though. I think it's a safe choice. The safe choice probably not bringing him back.
That team could definitely be dangerous, though.
I think with him, 100%. The West in general is going to be terrifying with them. So I think they're a playoff lock with CJ and Ingram and Zion. I mean, jeez.
They've been bad with Ingram out.
Yeah, they have been. Ingram is
he's so important to that team.
He's key because he's basically the point guard for them.
Yeah,
he's legitimate.
I know he's a good playmaker.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just look at the rest of the NBA games today. The Magic beat the Warriors. This is like, I think Curry is the only player in the league where it's like, I think he could. I don't know. He could be more valuable than like Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's the only player in the league that I'm saying that. But it's like, I don't even think that's true. Like, I think Jokic is probably the most valuable, and then Curry is second, but he's like right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like this offense, the Warriors offense just looks so stupid with
like I think
Curry
when they're fully healthy, I think Draymond is the most important part of that team, because you saw when Draymond was out, Curry sucked. He was like legitimately a bad player. He struggled so much, but Draymond comes back. I mean, I'm pretty sure Draymond's first game back, Curry had like 45 or something, and their offense looked great. But when Curry is out, that team is awful. I mean, horrendous. And especially when Clay is clearly still not at the level that he used to be. Because Draymond Green, like, I mean, he had 7 assists. Yeah, we only had 2 points. Like, he's like fuck.
I know. I mean, he's pretty much useless on the offensive side of the ball. When, I mean, that's not fair to say, but like when Curry is not playing, I mean, he's not at all what he is when Curry does play.
And we saw that in like 2019, 2020, that year when Curry was hurt.
They were so bad.
They were.
I mean, I would not say Draymond's the most important player on the team. Really, like, at all. Like, I feel like when Curry's playing and Draymond's hurt, like what they were like a 500.
They were like 500, I think. Yeah.
And then you saw when Curry was out and Draymond was playing. That's like the process Sixers.
Yeah. 100. I think 100%. Like, if you just take them at face value, it's Steph. 100%. I just think, like, when they're healthy, like fully healthy, I think Draymond is like the key that makes them go from like a good team to a great team. Because I mean, when he's in there, because it's not just his offense, like his playmaking ability, it's defensively. He covers up so many flaws for them. Even now, I mean, he's what, like 32, 33?
But 32? It's like, dude, but like when Curry's out, like now, they go from a team that can only put up 90 against the Magic.
Yeah.
You put in Curry, so you go from like a top, like a bottom 5 team into like a top 3 team.
Yeah.
One player.
No, you're right. Like Curry is probably the only guy you can say that about with Jokic, where it's like they would legitimately be a lottery team without
him. Yeah, him, Curry, LeBron, that's for sure. The Mavs actually play pretty well without Luca.
The Mavs have a lot of they have a lot of good players.
I don't know. I was like really, really high on Luca. I don't know. I feel like he's definitely not like as Shaq said, like a Jokic, like a whatever. He said Jokic was a taller Luca. It's like, no. I mean, like, Luke, bro, I can't figure out Luca. I just can't.
I think Luca is. Bro, I don't know. Amazing. I don't know if he's top 5. I think he's 100% top 10. Yeah. I don't know if he's top 5 yet.
It's just he's like the 3-point shot is like not good. I mean, it hasn't ever been good, really.
He's extremely streaky.
Streaky. He is. His free throws have never been good. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like, his shooting really isn't that good, and he takes a ton of shots.
Yeah.
I mean, that playmaking is good. I don't know.
His playmaking is his best attribute.
The last 4 games, he's been a negative. And they've won 2 of them.
Oh, wait, he's out tomorrow. Huh.
Oh, really? Who do they play?
Rockets. They'll be fine. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Christian Wood had like 7 threes in the fourth.
Oh my God, I know. You went like 8 for 9. Or yeah, I think you went 9 for 10
Yeah,
in the game. That
he
was
went
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Luca as a career 73.5% free throw shooter. He's at exactly that this season.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a 33.4% 3-point shooter for his career. He's at 34.4 this season. So
It's like, okay, who would you? I mean, I feel like this is a genuine question though. Like, it felt like it was Luca, like starting. Who would you rather have, Trey Young or Luca? It's like Trey Young. He made the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Luca has not gone out of the first round. He hasn't won a playoff series.
Yeah, and like I would say it because Luca. I mean, his first year in the playoffs, he played the Clippers as a 7 seed. Porzingis was hurt, and the Clippers were better. Last year, they should have won 100%. I legitimately think Luca choked in last year's series. Like they were up 2-0, had 2 home games. They were up like 17 in game 3.
Yeah.
Like they should have swept. Legitimately, they should have swept the Clippers, and instead they lose the series instead. But and like I like you can't really say that about Trey. Like none of the like the Knicks. I think last year were a fluke, and they kind of exposed Julius Randle. But the Sixers were legitimately very good last season. Like I don't think you can say that the Sixers, that series that they won, was a fluke, because like Trey Young led that team. Like he willed that team to beat the Sixers.
Mm-hmm. And the Knicks.
And the Knicks. He carried them through both.
The Knicks, by the way, had like the best defense in the league.
They
that
did,
year.
yeah, the whole year.
He went crazy.
Yeah, but
it's like it's tough. Like I feel like it should be Luca like pretty easily, but it's like I don't know though. I mean, Trey is so good.
He has been
like
so good.
When you just look at his stat, and what's crazy is like, people were saying, oh, like the new fouls this year, Trey Young's not going to be what he was, and he's having the best year of his career without any of this foul stuff. Like 45. He literally
45 today.
Yeah. I mean, he's not egregious with the fouls at all this year.
No, this year, no, not at all. He's averaging 28 points, 9.5 assists. He's shooting 45% from the field, 38% from 3, 90% from the free throw line. And he averages 4 turnovers with 9.5 assists. Luca averages, let me see what he's at. Luca he's at 4.6 turnovers a game. I know that. But he is at 8.6 assists. Luca averages less assists, same amount of points, more turnovers. He shoots worse from the field and from the free throw line and from the 3-point line. Neither of them, defensively, like I think Luca's better. Trey Young is like legitimately the worst defender in the NBA.
I know.
But I mean, neither of them are good. I don't think you can say that Luca's like, oh, he's a better I guess technically he's better by default because like I'm better at defense than Trey Young. So like I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's really tough. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You need to see one after this playoffs. We can see, as long as the Hawks make it, like they might not even make it.
They're playing team right now. I would be terrified. I was talking about this my class yesterday. Like, I'd be scared to play the Hawks in the play-in right now because Trey Young is just so good, even without John Collins. Like John Collins is out. I doubt he'll be back in time for a play-in, but they're gonna play Charlotte right now. I would take.
They're definitely beating Charlotte. Yeah,
I would take Atlanta over Charlotte right now. Like Charlotte's been good recently. They've won 5 in a row. They're 7-3 in their last 10. But if I just look at them, Charlotte's defense is worse. They have absolutely nobody to guard Trey Young. And the Hawks have the experience. They've been there before. They've been in the postseason before. Trey Young is like experienced in that regard. If it's just a 1-game play-in to see who's going to win, I'm taking Atlanta. Almost just because of Trey Young, because he's been so good lately. Not even lately. The last 2 seasons, he wasn't even an all-star last year, which I thought was
that's like so crazy. Dumb. Now that I look at it, I
don't know how that was possible. That was allowed to happen.
Was he hurt or something?
No, he just was not selected. Just wasn't selected.
That's crazy that his second year he almost averaged 30. I don't think I fully grasped that.
That was crazy. That year, both him and Luca were just
Yeah.
going off.
But I feel like it's like the consensus that like Luca's better, and I don't
Yeah, but
know if
it's
that's
a
true.
lot closer than a lot of people willing to admit. Like
Yeah.
I think I would take Luca at this point. But like I don't feel too great about it because
Mhm.
Trey Young has been so good. And I'm taking Luca right now because I think Dallas's roster isn't like too great. Like when you look at it, they have a bunch of super, super solid role players. Spencer Dinwiddie has been great since he got there from Washington. Jalen Brunson is having a phenomenal season. But besides Dinwiddie and Brunson, there's nobody even close to a number 2 or even a
Yeah.
number 3. Like Brunson and Dinwiddie are kind of like 2A and 2B right now. But outside of that, they don't have anybody who's even like close to taking like another on-ball role. And he has him at the 5 seed right now in a really tough West. So like that's just
I know. Yeah.
that's why I think I take him. I think he's a better leader. He's been in the playoffs more. He's played really good in the playoffs. But I don't know. If Atlanta can make the playoffs this season, like they make it, they're not going to win. They're not going to beat Miami or Brooklyn or they're not going to beat Miami or whoever they play in the first round because they're going to be 7 or 8. So I don't think they'll beat anybody, but it'll be I don't know. It's very close. Yeah, Trey Young last year it was just 25 points and 9 assists on 44% from the field and 34% from 3, 89% from the free throw line for a team that was in the playoffs at the time of the All-Star break. And he wasn't an All-Star. That makes no sense.
That is weird. I feel like now, like thinking about it, like I feel like Bones' like ceiling is like Trey Young.
That's a high ceiling.
I know that's a high ceiling, but it's like no, like if I just see like full potential, like I'm just like thinking about it, like I feel like their best qualities, obviously they can shoot, but I feel like Trey Young and Bones, their first steps are so fast, so they play something like that. I know like Trey Young's like a good playmaker, but I mean so is Bones.
Yeah. Trey Young's like the thing with Trey Young is though he's an elite playmaker. Like coming out of college, that was like he was an elite playmaker. That's the one thing I don't think Bones is going to be able to get to.
Yeah. I guess Bones probably like a good passer.
Yeah. I think on a scoring level, I 100% think it's possible he can get to where Trey Young is. Because Trey Young, as a rookie, I mean, he was not efficient at all. He started off his rookie season horrible, but then he started to get going. The thing that Bones has to be better at is like finishing, I guess, on either side. He's got to get a little stronger to like finish through contact.
But it's like they're both like 6'1".
Yeah.
I didn't realize Trey was only 6'1". Actually, I'm just looking
at
it.
Bones is tall. I know Bones is taller than 6'1". I mean, he's like 6'2", 6'3".
I don't think so. When I met him in person, he was literally like, I mean, he wasn't much taller than I was at all. And like they say he's like 6'3". I'm guaranteed he's not.
He's listed at 6'2".
6'2", I could maybe. I'm saying he's 6'1".
He's probably 6'2" with shoes. Probably 6'2" with shoes.
Basketball shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think Trey Young's a really good. I know a lot of people in Denver media compare him to Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
I don't really see Damian Lillard because Damian Lillard he's more athletic.
They don't play the same.
Easy. I don't see Damian Lillard except with the range stuff, but Trey Young makes a lot of sense. He just has to get better with his in-between stuff. Because Trey Young is like he's become an elite finisher. Like his floater is really, really good. He's good.
They have Bones listed at like that he weighs more than Trey Young.
What?
Yeah, by 10 pounds.
They say Trey Young is 160.
Dude, they say Trey Young is 164.
That's a lie.
They are. Well, Bones. It says he's 6'3", 173 on Basketball Reference. Dude, he can't. I think he's like 6'1", 165.
I am 170. I'm 170. I think I weigh more than Bones. I have more bulk to me than Bones.
Yeah. That's why. I think Bones probably like 6'1", 165.
I don't think.
But I don't even know if he's 6. I'm literally telling you, he's like my height, and I'm like 5'10", 5'11". So it's like, he could just be. He's not 6'3". He's not 6'3".
6'3". Yeah, I don't think he's 6'3".
I don't know. I want to see like a Bones. Like, is he ever like standing next to Curry?
There might be a picture of that somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know. He was short. Let me. Oh, I have a picture of him standing next to me.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It might take me a while to find it because I have so much in my camera roll. But, yeah. I mean, the other games, Chicago 2 what was the stat again? 2-18.
18 against the top
against
8.
top 8 teams. I mean, this wasn't even close.
Yeah, this was never close. I mean, Milwaukee went a run at the end of the first quarter. It was at one point it was 20-20. Okay, Nikola Vucevic made a jumper, 20-20 with 3.5 minutes left in the first, and then going to the end of the first half, it's 20-20. Then Milwaukee goes on a 39-23 run. So they outscore them by 16 points, just in like a 15-minute span. It's incredible. Like there's no way Lonzo Ball makes this much of a difference.
No,
I refuse to believe.
Can't be.
I refuse to believe that.
I mean, bro, he's literally. I'm looking at the picture. He's like 1 inch taller than I am, dude. He's not 6'3". Oh, my shoulders are like almost where. Okay, my shoulders are probably like 2 inch. Okay, I'll say he's 2 inches taller. He's 6'1". Okay, he's not 6'3".
That's crazy.
But yeah, the Bulls, man.
The Bucks. Bucks are good.
Yeah, I know. This was without Middleton too.
Yeah, Drew Holiday is good.
7 assists, 0 turnovers.
He has been so good this season.
I feel like Drew Holiday is just like perfect. Like he just doesn't do anything wrong. Like
the only knock I had, like last season when Milwaukee traded for him, I was kind of like, oh, thank God the Nuggets didn't trade for him, because I obviously knew defensively, even in New Orleans, like it was well documented that he was probably the best perimeter defender in the entire NBA, and he's continued that in Milwaukee. But offensively, I thought he was so bad.
I did too.
Because he was always so inefficient. He couldn't shoot.
I know. Well, he was like the number 1 option.
Yeah.
Last year that he was in New Orleans, and yeah, I mean, they're just like I remember when he would play the Nuggets, and it's like he takes so many threes. I'm like, bro, you cannot shoot. Yeah. It's like they're bad threes too.
Yeah.
Like
step
away.
Back off the dribble.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, who do you think you are? But I mean, he's shooting like 40% this year.
He's shooting 41.4% from 3 this season, and that is like if he shot, like, obviously if he shoots like this with the Nuggets, and he shot 39% last year, so it's like,
I know, it's like, what? He would definitely not shoot that with the Nuggets.
No, he would have gotten worse. He was at 35% his last.
He's definitely 33% with the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Not 40, not even close to 40.
He's been horrific.
But like,
even just like looking at his 3-point stats, like his entire career, he's never been like awful. His worst season was in 2018-19. He shot 32.5% from 3. Mm-hmm. That's like Aaron Gordon level.
Yeah.
But like he was literally just like Aaron Gordon that season, essentially. 18-19. Okay. He averaged 20 a game on 47% from 3, but he still shot 32% from the field.
Dude. Oh wait, no, I was looking at his block numbers. I thought his block numbers were his turnover numbers. I'm like, no way. I'm looking at this 18-19. No way he had 8 assists and 0.8 turnovers a game. But yeah, I mean, he's good. He's so. He takes like these shots in the paint too, like with his left hand. He does like a left-handed like hook shot. I'm like, what? You're a guard, and he's doing all that.
And he's so strong.
I know.
Like he bodies everybody up. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because it never looks like there's a size mismatch that he has. He will always be able to body. He's incredibly strong.
This is basically like what Eric Bledsoe's like career should have turned out to.
Yeah.
Because I remember that year, the couple years in Phoenix.
Yeah, he was all defensive first team his first year in Milwaukee.
Was he really?
Yeah, it's just hilarious.
I thought he was always bad in Milwaukee. I guess his first year with Milwaukee was pretty good.
His first couple of seasons. So if the first season he got traded there in 2017-18, he was good then. In 2018-19, he was really good. And then after that, he was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1920 he was really bad. So bad. Then he got traded.
Dude, the way he's on the Clippers?
He is?
Oh, yeah, he is on the Clippers. Wait.
No, he got traded to the Blazers, I thought.
Oh yeah. Okay, but he hasn't played a game with the Blazers.
Yeah, I think he's injured.
I forgot he was with the Clippers, like, again, to be honest. Some of his shots they would annoy me as a Nuggets fan. Like, he'll just like pull up. I mean, just so bad. And then they'll just brick up. Like, he won't even hit rim sometimes.
Yeah.
Brick off the backboard. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? But yeah, in Phoenix, I mean, he was good. Like, he was taking it to the rim. I remember, like, his mid-range shot was tough too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he shot 37% 1 year. I guess that was only 30.
It was 20 points a game. 20 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals in 2015-16. 40%, 37% from 3, 45% from the field.
This is when he could dunk too. I don't even know if he can dunk anymore.
I remember he was in the dunk contest.
Yeah, he was with the Clippers.
Yeah.
Like in the first time he was with the Clippers.
Yeah. Dude, he was good. He was really good. I don't know what happened to him. He's been in the league a long time.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday's good. The Bulls need to figure something out. The thing with the Bulls, right? I think like they were not supposed to be even close to the top of the conference when the season started. I think everyone knew.
Everyone was putting them in the 8 seed.
Yeah, like we'll have to go back and look at our playoff predictions, but I don't think either. Like, I think we probably had them in the play-in, like to start the season, because when they signed DeRozan, you're like, all right, they're for sure playoff caliber team now. Like, they've traded for Vucevic last year and it didn't really work out because Levine got hurt, but they get DeRozan, and they get Lonzo, and they're like, all right, that's for sure a playoff caliber team. So they weren't even expected to be as high as they were. So when you take it at that, when you look at it that way, they're in a good spot. But, 0-15 against the top 3 teams in each conference and 2-18 against the top 8 in the league is horrible. Mm-hmm. I mean, horrible. Like, the Rockets have more wins against the top 8. That's just disgusting.
Yeah. I didn't realize they're 4 games under. They're 16-20 away.
Yeah.
I mean, the Nuggets have a better record than they do now.
Yeah. No, they are really, really scuffling. They're really, really scuffling. It doesn't even make sense though. Like, Levine has picked it up lately. He looks like he's healthy. DeRozan hasn't been horrible lately. It's just Vucevic. I don't understand.
God. And he had a good game today, but
he had a good game today. He had a good last couple games.
Bad. If you're talking about players that would make me mad, dude, oh my God, he would. What's crazy about Vooch is he'll just keep shooting and keep shooting.
And it's that stupid, just catch, dribble, pivot, hook. And he misses it all the time.
It's always off the back of the rim, too. And then, or he'll take the threes where he just gets at the top of the key and he'll just do that jump shot. He's just off every single time.
He's shooting 30% from 3 this season.
I'm like, what are you doing, bro? But he takes a lot of them, too, doesn't he? How many does he take?
He takes 5 threes a game.
Dude, but I remember watching one game and he missed I don't know how many shots in a row, but it was maybe 5 possessions where he just shot it and missed every single time. 5 or 6 possessions in a row. I forget what game it was. It was a little bit ago, but it's you just missed 6 shots in a row. Why do you keep shooting? It makes no sense to me.
I don't know.
At one point, you just got to be all right, this is not my day. I know this is not his day any day, really. It's not his year. But it's
he's a center and he shoots 47% from the floor. He shoots 74% from the free throw line. And here's the thing, he's a center. He gets to the line less than 2 times a game.
Jeez.
That's insane. You're a center.
Dude, that's his whole career.
Body somebody up.
Yeah.
You were 7 feet, 250. Go inside, please. He's did you watch You ever watch Dude Perfect growing up?
Yeah,
You watch the basketball stereotypes Dude Perfect video?
probably. Yeah, yeah.
They had a basketball stereotypes video, and it was like the tall guy who only shoots threes.
Oh yeah, you're literally
That is Nikola
Porzingis.
Vucevic.
I know.
He's like he
Him
only
and Porzingis. Oh my god, bro! I was watching
Porzingis.
the Wizards Lakers game, and Porzingis made the shot, but like he was posting up Westbrook.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
He's posting up Westbrook, and there's like so much time on the shot clock, and then he just takes like a step. He shoots off of one leg.
Yeah.
Like he takes a step back off of one leg, and it like dribbles in. But it's like, bro, you're literally 7'3", 7'4"
Yeah.
against
Post
Westbrook.
up.
And you're shooting this one-legged fadeaway. Like, I don't understand what his like goal is here. I mean, he's just so like cringe to watch, dude, because he's so big and all he does is just shoot over people.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's so weird. I don't understand why there's people like that. Like Brook Lopez was kind of like that his first season in Milwaukee when he got traded to the Lakers. But his is different, right? Because he was like that. And then he changed. Like his career evolved. Like he wasn't as good anymore. So obviously he can't keep banging down low.
Mm-hmm.
Like centers who do that, I understand. But like Vucevic is in his prime. Porzingis, they're in their primes.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should be posting up more. It's just so weird. I don't get it.
I didn't even realize he's only shooting 28% from 3 this year. Porzingis.
Oh God, that's.
He's.
Gross.
I mean, he's never really like other than 17, 18, he's never really shot from 3 that well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he takes so many of them, and he's just. God, it's just so weird watching him play. Like, I know he can he can bang down low what he wants to. And like he'll make layups, he can dunk and all that, but he'll just shoot fadeaways over a guy who's a foot tall, shorter than he is.
Yeah.
In Westbrook.
Yeah, it's just so weird. I don't get it at all. The Bulls they have gotten Patrick Williams back the last couple games. I think he'll be huge. I don't know if he'll play in the playoffs because he's missed so much time. But he'll be big for them. It just makes me so mad that he's back.
Is he a rookie this year or second year?
No, he's
second year.
Last year. It makes me so mad that he got injured and they thought he was out for the year.
I know, and
now he's back.
Before Porter or
before MPJ. Brook
Murray.
Lopez had back surgery at the beginning of the year. They didn't know when he was back. He's back and he's starting again. MPJ isn't. The Nuggets injury luck will never cease to make me incredibly angry.
I'm just looking at the games from yesterday. LeBron went crazy.
Dude, oh my God. Every time he goes back to Cleveland.
He's 17-1 against Cleveland.
He just goes insane against Cleveland.
There's that Portland game. Oh, there's that game where my Philly without Harden and Embiid.
They beat the
Heat.
Fully healthy Heat.
I mean, I think it just shows you, like, first of all, no one like cares or is scared of the Miami Heat.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, it shows like this 76ers team is good without Embiid. But I think it really more shows like really how like no one really cares about the Heat being the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I think in a postseason series they'll be good.
Yeah,
but know. Like in a regular season setting, like they just like even when it, like the Nuggets, right? I did not fear the Heat at all in either of their matchups.
Yeah,
that they played.
Literally, I mean, it's just like another game. It feels like
I just like don't like I don't like normally when you play the number 1 team or like a really good team in another conference, you're like, oh, it's a big game. It's a big game to prove that we're legit. Like I did not care, and I don't think anybody else cared either.
And I feel like we're 2-0 against the Heat, right?
Yeah,
and it's not even like those were like tough games, like especially the one at Miami.
Yeah,
it was like an easy win.
Yeah, like I think their big 3 is great. I think defensively they're great.
Yeah,
but their bench does not move me. I don't know if they're hurt or anything, but like Tyler Hero, yeah, he's good. Caleb Martin has been, or Cody Martin, whichever one this is. Caleb Martin, he's been a revelation for them, really. I don't know, like he's kind of came out of nowhere.
I know, literally. Him and like
outside of those two, like Max Strus, Markieff Morris,
no,
and it really in a postseason series you need a good top 7, and I think they have okay top 7.
Yeah.
But
I
like
mean,
they still
Marcus
need some.
Robinson hasn't been. I mean, not Duncan
Duncan.
Robinson
Yeah.
hasn't been good this
No.
year, really.
I mean, he's at 37%
I
from
know. I
three.
thought it was actually worse, but
He started off way worse. His last 10, he's shooting 43%, which is
43. Yeah.
much more like Duncan Robinson. But yeah, he hasn't been
Jimmy
good.
Butler. When was the last time he made a three?
Oh, let's check this out.
I mean, I know it's 9% since the All-Star break.
Jesus, he made one against Philly when they won
March 5th.
Yeah.
So it's been almost 20 days since he's made a three.
Yeah. He's missed games.
He's shooting 18% from three.
I don't understand. He was good from three in Minnesota.
Especially with the Timberwolves. Yeah, exactly.
He was legit good from three.
And a couple years with the Bulls, too. He can knock down some threes. And then he stopped taking them, first of all, in Miami.
Yeah.
And then he just didn't even make them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's just not making any. But I remember, like, he made that game-winning three. I think that was his first game with Philly against Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn. He made one against Charlotte too.
Yeah, he made one against Charlotte.
In Philly, he shot 34%. But in his time with Minnesota, when in 18-19, when he played 10 games with Minnesota, he shot 4.5 threes a game and he shot 38%.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's really good. And then he shot 35% in 17-18, 36% the year before that, 37% in 14, or 38% in 14-15. I'm pretty sure he won Most Improved that year. Like, I don't understand why. And the thing is, he's a good mid-range shooter too, I feel like.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why he doesn't shoot threes. It's so weird.
I mean, he's always been a great free throw shooter. It's not even good. It's great.
Yeah.
Like, he has a good, like, form, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
He has to be able to shoot. He has to be able to shoot if Miami is going to win.
I mean, they're good. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really that high on Bam, like, overall in the game.
I think offensively, I'm not high on Bam at all.
Yeah.
I think he's just
offensively,
I think he's a normal offensive center. Like, he's got skills. Like, he has a mid-range jumper and he can create. But, like, offensively, he just doesn't. I don't know.
I know. He's just. I mean, he's a good. Like, it's weird though because he's like a good passer.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like skilled enough, but he just. I mean, he doesn't shoot threes.
Yeah. That's the thing. He doesn't space the floor like enough.
Yeah.
To offset Jimmy Butler. Like, they have Lowry, Robinson, Tucker, who are all great 3-point shooters, but, like, outside of that,
Tucker's shooting like an insane percentage from three this year.
He's shooting 42%, so he's down. Oh, okay, he's shooting 16% his last 10.
He was up at, like, it must have been like 45, 46.
He was up. It was like close to 50. He was
50,
the same percentage. But I like they're like but yeah, Miami does not really move me at all. I still think they're a title contender because in a postseason series, I think defensively they're insane.
Mm-hmm.
But it's likely they match up with Boston in the second round, and I'm taking Boston.
Yeah. And dude, like, talking about fans, like, no one shows up.
No one goes to Miami games.
It's
so weird. Nobody shows up.
I mean, it's the same with the Marlins. Really, like, no one shows up
Florida
to Dolphins, Marlins. I mean, Florida teams, like, people show up to
Magic games though. Like, I feel like Magic games are like pretty packed, even when they're bad.
Is there another city in Florida other than? I mean, there's Jacksonville, but they don't have a basketball team.
There's only 2 Florida teams,
yeah,
Orlando and Miami.
It's just weird. Like, I feel like Miami, like, they have a huge fan base.
They have a really big fan base, yeah.
I mean, a lot of it is, like, LeBron people across the world, at least. But, like I know, like, Miami's, like, people don't show up to Marlins. I don't know. Like, it feels like a lot of people in Miami are, like, tourists and, like, people just go to party and stuff like that. But it's like, bro, like, no one goes to Heat games. No one goes to Marlins games.
Yeah.
No one goes to Dolphins games. It's just weird because it's just a big, huge city and no one goes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. Really, really weird. Philly, I think this is Tyrese Maxey's good. He's so good. They would be lost without Tyrese Maxey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because if Tyrese Maxey played how he did last season, or like he took like a small jump, like Like I think, like he averaged. Let me see what he averaged last season. I know he was really good last season, and he was kind of like a spark plug last season.
Yeah.
He averaged 8 points. He shot 30% from three. Say he averages 13 a game this season, and he shoots 35% from three. I think that would be like a really big improvement. That'd be a huge improvement. And for like a first-time starting point guard in the NBA, I think you would 100% take that. But they would not be this good because he is legit. I mean, he's so fast. He gets to the rim so easily.
Yeah.
He can finish at the rim, even though he's undersized. He's become a really good three-point shooter this season. He's at 40%. He's a good playmaker. Like
he's just the absolute like perfect combination next to Embiid and Harden.
Yeah.
And then it shows like when he's the number one offense against a team with Butler, Lowry, Bam. He goes at him, puts up 28.
Yeah. So he's insane. He's insane.
Shake Milton had a good game.
Furkan Korkmaz, I know Sixers fans hate him, but he had a really good game.
Yeah, I know. George Niang. Thank God he's not on the Jazz anymore.
Man. Oh my God.
I literally hate George Niang.
He's so annoying, man.
I know.
I think if people want to look at like people point to Jokic as like, oh, if Jokic can make the NBA in his shape, like he'll be all right. Look at George Niang. George Niang is not in shape at all. And he is like a very valuable member of this team, which is so annoying.
He just sits in the corner or at like the top of the key, has a stupid jump shot where he only like he puts like 1 foot forward and it's like so like lackadaisical.
Shooting 40% from three this season, 40.2% 3-point shooter for his career.
I mean, you know how nice it would be to like have him instead of Jeff Green on the team.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, you're probably winning like I don't know. We're probably like 3 games better if Niang is playing ahead of Jeff Green.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he got to Utah in 17-18. He didn't play a lot there. He started playing in 18-19 with Utah. Shot 41% from three. Then he shot 40% in 19-20. Then 42.5% last year.
Yeah, last year. Oh my God,
it was so good last year.
It was just brutal. I need to see what his stats are against the Nuggets. Hold on.
This season, averaging career high 10 points. He's shooting the most. He's shooting 8 shots a game. He's shooting 5 threes. He's at 40% from three. Shooting 87% from the free throw line. He's not getting there a lot, but he's shooting 87% from the free throw line. He's not like awful on defense too. Which is what, I mean, you look at him and you think that he'd be like a weak link, but he's not. It's just so weird. So weird.
If you take away his game they had a week ago where he shot 2 for 10 against the Nuggets, he would be 15 for 33 in his career against the Nuggets, which was like 50% from three.
Jesus Christ.
But I mean, like really all he does is just sit in the corner.
Yeah.
But he just cashes every single
everything, man. Everything.
I did not realize he was a pacer.
Yeah, I didn't know he was. I know in 17-18 he was on the Warriors for a bit, like in preseason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, like him and at Iowa State, him and Monte Morris, I remember watching them. Like he was not like shooting at Iowa State. Like he was like a post player.
Yeah.
So it's just weird.
Yeah.
And I mean, his first couple of years in the league, he wasn't even shooting threes.
Yeah. He's improved a lot. Yeah. I would kill to have a guy like George Niang on the Nuggets. It's like we don't have anybody who's just like a spot up knockdown shooter, except like Davon Reed. That's the only guy I can think of.
I know.
The only guy, because Bones, like he's good on catch and shoot, but like he's much more better like coming off of the screen, like a pick and roll screen.
Off the dribble, yeah.
Like off the dribble, he's a much better shooter. Like I get JaMychal Green last year was good, but this year is awful. Jeff Green has been awful. Aaron Gordon is not a good shooter. Like Jokic, like I mean, I would like he's okay. Jamal isn't really the best catch and shoot guy. He's once again more off the dribble. Like MPJ is the only guy where it's catch and shoot and he's knocked down, which sucks. We don't have anybody this year who can do that, and we're still an incredible offense. Doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense.
The Nets beat the Jazz. Kevin Durant, it's beautiful outing.
He's insane. Timberwolves beat the Mavericks. We should talk, or the Mavericks beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah,
we should talk about this because now Denver once again now has a game lead on Minnesota for the 6th seed. It's huge because, and we talked about this before. This is a long.
I know we've been
hour
God,
20.
We
were talking about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But Minnesota's about to go on their hell stretch. They go Suns tomorrow, at home. It sucks.
Oh, the Suns are on a back-to-back against us?
Against us, which is huge. I pray they rest Devin Booker. So they go Suns, then Mavericks again on Friday. Then the Celtics on the road Sunday. Then Wednesday they play the Raptors. Then they play us. So they have a tough schedule. They end pretty easy. They on the road against the Rockets, and then 3 home games: Wizards, Spurs, Bulls. So Wizards probably won't be playing for anything at that point. Same with the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
The Bulls maybe, but who knows? It's the last game of the year. No one really does anything last game of the year. So, but they have a tough 6-game stretch coming up.
Yeah, that game against us is gonna be so huge.
Yeah, that's like game 82. I said it last time. Yeah. That's like game 82. They are like watching the Wolves. I feel like they shouldn't be this good. Like I feel like they shouldn't be this good because like Taurean Prince was killer in the first half. He was really good in the first half. The second half he sucked. Malik Beasley, when he's on, but he didn't really get his shot off. Jalen Noel was good, but once again, I'm not moved by Jalen Noel. Naz Reid is good. Jordan McLaughlin is okay. The people who scare me on their starting lineup are Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns. Those are the guys who scare me, and those are the guys who I think can beat me in a shootout type of game. But other than those two, I don't know why they're so good. I don't understand.
I don't know. I actually look at it the other way. I feel like that's a pretty good roster.
I think it's a good roster, but I don't think it's a 11 games over 500 roster.
Yeah. I don't know. I like D'Lo. D'Lo's been playing really good defense this year.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to what he's been doing. Jared Vanderbilt,
I love Jared Vanderbilt.
The supreme glue guy.
Yeah. I don't know. Why didn't he play 15 minutes last night? What the heck?
Yeah, I seen that too. I don't know. Weird. Maybe Prince. Prince was going off probably. Beverly, he's just whatever. He's Pat Bev.
Yeah.
He does help you win, I guess, but
yeah,
I'm not scared.
I would take Patrick Beverly on my team.
Yeah.
I'd take him, but I'm not I don't see Patrick Beverly when I look at the Celtics and I see Marcus Smart and I'm like, damn, it's Marcus Smart. When I see Pat Beverly, I'm like, it's Pat Beverly.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think he's in that tier of defenders.
Yeah. No, I actually see where you come from. You could look at a lot of rosters like this,
you can look at the Nuggets roster and be like,
yeah,
what?
You can look at it in a way. Where you see Taurean Prince, you can be like, oh, he's trash, or you can be like, maybe he's okay. But it's the same with the Nuggets roster. You can look up and down their lineup and be like you can take it one way or another. Where you could be like Aaron Gordon's trash,
yeah,
or Aaron Gordon's a solid piece.
Yeah, and
so I'm sure whichever way you want to sway your argument.
It 100% varies, and 100% varies based on how much you watch them. I don't watch Minnesota a lot.
Yeah,
because I don't like them. I don't like watching Minnesota, but I'm sure if you ask a Timberwolves fan, they're probably you probably think Taurean Prince isn't good, but he's been really good this season. Which is probably exactly what Nuggets fans say about Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon has a conception that he's not good at basketball when he in reality is good at basketball.
I just feel it's hard to explain, but I feel you can sway the argument and if you just look at the names, you can be and you're looking at it as if the Timberwolves roster is good. You can be okay, Vanderbilt's a great glue guy. Edwards and Towns are great scorers. Mm-hmm. D'Angelo Russell is a great distributor. Patrick Beverly, a great fighter. Taurean Prince, a good defender, and he can shoot. Naz Reid, a big guy who can shoot. Malik Beasley can get on fire. Jalen Noel is pretty good at attacking the rim. Or you can be Jalen Noel is not that good. Malik Beasley doesn't, he doesn't get on fire that often. Naz Reid is Torian Prince, he's just Torian Prince, not that good. Like you could just look at it like different ways.
No,
like,
100. Yeah, you're right. No, this is a huge win for Dallas. This helped us so much. I was watching this game, and Dallas they had a 16-point lead in the third, and they choked it away. And I was like, of course, when they have to win a close game, they're not going to.
And of course, dude, Luca had like 4 points in the first half.
I was so mad. Bro. He was not good in the first half. He really wasn't good this entire game. He had 8 turnovers. He only had 15 points. Dwight Powell was kind of like the reason why they were winning. He was playing incredible defense on Karl-Anthony Towns. He fouled out, but he went 8 for 8. He had 22 points. Reggie Bullock 6 of 11 from 3. Thank God.
Dorian Finney-Smith is so good.
He's so good, bro. He's like the one guy. If I would point to like the perfect wing for
like
the Nuggets,
3-and-D role,
it would be Dorian Finney-Smith. He is incredible. He's so good. Brunson had a really good game, 15 points. Spencer Dinwiddie, 20 points off the bench. I don't know. Spencer Dinwiddie is weird.
I know.
Like he does it. I feel like he's a good shooter, but he's not shooting very well this season. He's not.
He was horrible in Washington.
Yeah, he was god awful in Washington. But like for his career, he's a 40.9% shooter from the field, and he's 32% from the three. He's at 40.6% from the field this season and 32.7 on the season. 13 points for his career. He's at 13.8. He averages 0.7 steals for his career. He's at 0.7 right now. He averages 5 assists for his career. He's at 5.4 right now.
It's just an average Dinwiddie year.
Yeah,
the way he's been playing with the Mavs has been.
He's been really good with
let
me see his stats with Dallas. I know he's been he's been legit. He's averaging 17.6 with Dallas. 38% from the field, almost 50% from, or 38% from three, almost 50% from the field. Like when I watch him, he doesn't have a very quick first step. He doesn't seem like he's a good shooter. He doesn't have good touch around the rim. He's just scoring. I don't understand how he does it.
I'm looking at this 1920 when he averaged 20 points a game and he shot 30% from three. I'm like, how did you average 20 points a game?
Oh, that was Kyrie's first year. Kyrie was just not playing at all that season.
Oh yeah. Wait, what was he hurt or something? What was happening?
He was just on and off. He was hurt on and off. It was a bubble year, and Kyrie just didn't play the last 20 games of the year, and he didn't play in the bubble either.
Classic Kyrie.
I was terrified of the bubble. Weird. I thought Kevin Durant was going to come back for the bubble because he was fully healthy. That. I was so scared. Yeah,
Kyrie. I haven't looked at his stats this year. He's shooting 43% from three. Damn. I mean, only 19 games, but
dude, Maxi Kleber went 0 of 6 from three, and all of them were wide open, and I wanted to grab through the screen and beat him up. He only makes threes against the Nuggets.
He's only shooting 33% this year.
No. This is a huge win. Dallas, huge win. Denver's still only 2 games back of them. They're only 2 games back of Utah as well. So they're 2.5 back of Utah now. They're only a game and a half back of Dallas, and they're 2 games back, or 2.5 back of Utah. So they have a slim chance at making it to the 4 seed or the 5 seed. Utah has a tough schedule. See what they go. They go. Oh my God. They go at Celtics tomorrow, at Hornets, at Dallas, at Clippers. Jesus. And then they play Lakers at home. Then they go at Warriors. They play the Grizzlies at home. Then home against the Thunder, home against the Jazz, and then they finish at Trailblazers. So they end pretty tough.
Yeah.
So
I mean the Warriors. That's Curryless Warriors.
Yeah, just Curryless Warriors. That's true. Who knows if Ja Morant's going to be playing in that Grizzlies game.
I mean,
Dallas ends ridiculously easy. They go, obviously they play Utah. Then they go Lakers. Then they go Cavs, which is tough. But then it's Wizards, Bucks, Pistons, Blazers, Spurs. So in April, they play one team that's over 500, which is great. It's phenomenal. So it's a slim chance we pass up Dallas. But if both Denver and Dallas can pass up Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? And Golden State also sucks because they're not gonna have Curry for a while, so
Can we pass up Golden State?
That'd be so funny. Imagine we
What
think
if
it's
Golden State just doesn't win the rest of the year? I mean, that is like a possibility.
Let me see how they end.
They just literally don't win.
They go at Heat tomorrow.
Okay, that's a lot.
Second game of a back-to-back. So that
Atlanta's good at home.
Atlanta's good at home. They go Wizards on the road.
At Memphis, it's got to be a loss.
Memphis has to be a loss. Suns
Phoenix is a loss.
Has to be
Utah's a loss.
Utah's a loss. Kings.
That's Lakers. Dude, the Kings are good. I mean, they're not good at home, but
they're competitive at home.
Yeah, they're competitive at home. Lakers.
Yeah. Spurs. Man. Pelicans probably a loss because Pelicans are going to be playing for the life that game. So
I mean, they could genuinely like. I see maybe like 2 wins.
I see 2 guaranteed, like 2 like lock wins. And it's Wizards and Kings. That's it.
I see them going 2-8. Yeah.
Legitimately, if they go 2-8,
so they end with 49 wins.
2-8.
We have the tiebreaker. Wait, do we?
You have the tiebreaker. So if Golden State goes 2-8, they end 49 and 33. 49 and 33. And so Denver would have to go in there. How many games do they have remaining? They have 4. They have 9 games remaining. So Denver would have to go 7-2 or better to beat them. And
no, they would only have to go 6-3.
Oh yeah, because of the tiebreaker, they'd have to go 6-3. So they play Suns Thursday, then Thunder, which is because Thunder always plays well.
Oh my God, that's not the Thunder.
Hornets, who the Nuggets lost to, but they should have won that game earlier in the year. But I think both of them are 2 different teams at this point.
Indiana. Oh yeah, my sister's going this game.
They go Indiana. At Indiana, and then Jesus.
Why is our Lakers game on ABC, bro? Like, do the Minnesota game on ABC. No one cares about the Lakers. This is a 12:30 game too. Oh my God!
I think if Denver ends hot, it is possible they go 6-3. I feel like they play the Grizzlies again. Oh my God! Okay, so I feel like Grizzlies could be a loss. I think Grizzlies could 100% be a loss because they're good. But at that point in the season, who knows? Maybe they're resting. Maybe they try and do some Malone IQ stuff and try and lose. So that they play us or they play.
But hey, I'm not gonna say if Ja's resting. I don't know. Are they better?
It might be better. Who knows?
I'm kidding. It's just funny, bro. The last 3 games, they destroyed the Pacers by 30 when Ja's not playing.
Mm-hmm.
Ja plays and they lose by 15, and then Ja's out and they win by 24.
It's like the team he's not playing against are like bad teams, so they would win.
Okay, we'll see tomorrow. They're going against Katie and Kyrie, and Ja's out. If they beat Katie and Kyrie with Ja out,
Ja better not get a single MVP vote. He shouldn't be on the ballot if that happens.
Dude, oh my God, I want to see that happen so bad, actually.
Okay, so the Grizzlies game, I'll say, is up in the air. I think Denver should win both the LA games. I think Anthony Davis is probably going to be back for that first one, though. That ABC game at home probably should be back in time for that. So that sucks. Spurs game should be a win, so that's 1. Timberwolves game up in the air. I would say both the Lakers games are up in the air, but I'll say the home game is a win. I'll say they would probably win one of those. Pacers game should be a win. Hornets game should be a win. Thunder game should be a win. So that's 5 locks, I guess. Suns game you don't know. Timberwolves game.
Let's say 4. They're gonna lose one of them.
Probably. So 4 guaranteed locks. So both the Lakers games, I feel like they'll win one of the Lakers games and lose one of them, whether it's the last game of the season or the first one. Who knows?
Yeah.
Timberwolves game up in the air because that's a huge game for both teams. Grizzlies game up in the air because you don't know. So there is a good chance, if it happens, for Denver to pass Golden State. However, Dallas also has a really easy schedule.
Yeah, I mean,
Utah would also have to fall. So if Utah ends up passing Golden State, then Utah's a 3 seed. Maybe Denver jumps up to the 5 seed or something. But then Golden State dropping to the 6 would be insane.
That'd be crazy. Imagine they drop to the play-in. Minnesota goes crazy. Both Minnesota and Denver like go undefeated, even though that's impossible because they play each other. But like
the only game one of them, like Denver goes undefeated. The only game that Minnesota loses is the one.
Is that one? Yeah. Warriors go to the play-in. Curry's hurt. They lose. And then they just miss the playoffs.
that would be so funny. That would be so funny. Oh man, I don't. The play-in is so. I think it's great for basketball, but I think it's good for basketball because it's incredible entertainment. Like it is 4 teams literally just fighting for their lives. But at the same time, there's no reason why either Denver or Minnesota should have to be in the play-in because they have at least 7 to 8 games on the next closest seed. Like they shouldn't have to do that. They should not be in jeopardy of losing their playoff spot because I feel like they earned their playoff spot. So, but at the same time, if you feel like you earned it, playing that game shouldn't matter.
And I mean, if you're looking at the East, like it's Denver. I mean, they're not going to be a playing team in the East.
No, they wouldn't. They would be. Well, I mean, they'd still be pretty close.
Yeah, I mean,
they'd be around where Chicago is. They'd be like
a
game and a half, 2 games out. They'd be in like probably the same situation. But the Eastern Conference, it actually makes sense because that area, it makes sense for the 7th seed to be in there because the 7th seed and the 6th seed and the 8th seed are all really, really close.
Yeah, and the 9 and the 10.
Everything is close. So it makes a lot of sense.
I know, but like forcing one of the Nuggets or the Timberwolves to play against like the Clippers.
So I think that there should be like a threshold. Like if you have like 4 games on on the team, like if you're the 7th seed and you have like a 4-game lead on the 8th seed, you shouldn't have to be in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I think that should be something like that because it does not make sense for Denver and Minnesota to be in there. It just does not. And for the fact that the Lakers are probably going to make it, even though they don't deserve to make it.
I know that makes You're 10 games under 500, and all you have to do is like win 2 games, and you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's dumb. I think that's really stupid. However, it's incredible entertainment. Every single playing game last season was so good. The Western Conference play-in was every single game was really good.
It does also allow for that, with AD coming back, like, it allows for some breathing room in the regular season to the point where it's like, all right, AD's out, but we still got a chance in the play-in when he comes back. But then you can also look at it from the other angle where it's like you're playing really well, you're in the top 6, and then boom, one of your stars gets hurt, and then you are forced to be in the play-in as a 7-8 seed because one of your guys got hurt. And you're forced to do that plan.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
No, I think it's a great concept. I just think the execution is a little off. I think the execution last year was perfect. Because of like the way that they did it, I think it was perfect. And just because of the way that everything turned out in terms of the seeding and all that. Also because it was great to see the Lakers have to like fight. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I was also like rooting for Memphis to make the playoffs, so I really wanted them in. So it was cool to see them like get a shot. I thought they deserved it. But yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like if you truly do deserve a spot, the play-in won't matter because you'll win a game. Like Denver, you only have to win 1 game as a 7 or 8 seed.
Yeah,
you just have to win 1, and you're fine. So if it truly doesn't matter, and if Denver does end up playing the Clippers, I think Denver is going to be fine. Because I think Jokic, he dominates the Clippers. He had 30, 14, and 6 today, and it didn't even look hard. You hope to have one of Mike Porter Jr., Jamal Murray back at that point. So like you'll be fine. It's just annoying that play. That's the biggest issue.
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
I don't know. I think that might be it.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to talk about.
Me neither. So hopefully, I feel like if they didn't announce MPJ back today, he probably won't be back Thursday. But I feel like there's a chance Saturday if they announce it tomorrow. because I feel like I'm just going off like the Brook Lopez timeline. Brook Lopez was like, it was announced he'd be back like on a Monday when they announced it on a Friday that he'd be back on Monday. So that is.
Let's just hope for that Woj tweet.
Immediate.
After missing 4 months due to back surgery, Michael Porter Jr. is set to return.
Yeah. Knowing Malone, he's gonna not play him.
I know, literally. Dude, I know. If he plays Saturday, it's maximum like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? This is a Thunder. Hopefully we blow him out. SGA, I don't know I know he didn't play. Oh, no, he played against the Celtics.
Damn it. Dude, come on, bro. It's the Thunder. Like, Jesus. Like, get your act together and win this game. Oh, yeah, this is a game Trey Mann had like 23 in one quarter.
Yeah, 23 in the third, 35. Franchise rookie record points in the game. Trey Mann's good. Thunder are building something. Like, they have a lot of good talent.
Bro, look at their bench, dude. It's like, come on, man. Who is this? Lindy Waters?
Lindy Waters. Dude, if Vit Krejci goes 3 for 3 again, I might become violent.
I mean, they've lost. How many is this in a row that they've lost?
I swear, if their last win was against us.
I know. I swear to God.
It was. Their last one was against us.
Oh, wait. Dude, what? They've lost how many in a row? Is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? They've lost 10 in a row, bro. Their last one against us, it wasn't even a hard win for them.
Oh, my God. Wait, before that, did they do anything, though?
They won like
before that, they were horrible, too. Before that, they lost to the Kings, then they beat the Pacers. They lost to the Suns, lost to Spurs, they beat the Knicks. They didn't win a game in March before that. Or they beat the Mavericks in overtime. They haven't had Lou Dort since like February.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They haven't had Lou Dort and they haven't had some other person. Like against the Nuggets, they didn't play someone else. Oh, Giddey.
That's Giddey. They haven't had Giddey for a while. Oh, he's coming back.
Is he actually?
I already know it. Giddey's good too. That's the annoying part.
Lindy Watt, bro.
Giddey's legitimately very good.
There's just some people you just can't. Yeah, I mean, Lindy Waters is never gonna be a star player.
My God,
Lindy.
God, this Nuggets game that they've won. The Isaiah Roby, man.
So stupid.
I know Jeremiah Robinson Earl killed us the first 2 games too.
Went to Villanova. I remember Ohio State beating him. Yeah.
I just need Denver to win this Thunder game. Just beat the Thunder.
It's the Thunder.
Just beat the Thunder. Yeah. Hopefully they're able to beat. Hopefully they're able to beat the Suns. I think they have a chance. But it's tough. Just tough because the Suns are so good. Denver's not gonna have anybody back at that point. Praying slow chance that Michael Porter Jr. is back at that point, but we're waiting. We're hoping that's gonna happen.
Yep. All right.
Chris Bryant played his first game with the Rockies.
Yeah, he did. He went 1 for
2. Got a single. You know the best part? He had a single, first and third, nobody out in the first inning, and we didn't score.
Classic. Always happens. The classic first and third, nobody out, and you can't score. Oh my God! Even at cores too, they can't even hit one in the air.
They can't do anything, bro. Okay, we've been streaming for like 2 hours. We need to go get stuff done. Thank you for watching. If you even have made it past this point, so.